joining me in this discussion. It was a pleasure to have you. Viewers, moving ahead now. A draft charter sent to about 60 countries by the US administration outlines strict requirements for membership in the Board of Peace. Under the new terms, countries wishing to remain members for more than 3 years must contribute a minimum of $1 billion in cash funds. According to the document, members will serve a term of no more than 3 years unless renewed by the chairman. However, countries that contribute more than $1 billion within the first year of the Charter's implementation will be exempt from the 3-year limit. This proposal raises questions about the role of financial influence in international peacekeeping initiatives and could impact the composition of the new body. Yossi Kapurwasser, who is Israeli intelligence and security expert from Tel Aviv, joins me in this discussion. All right, viewers, before we have our guests join us, let's give you some more details. The draft charter is sent to 16 countries by the US administration, and it provides some requirements for the membership of the Board of Peace. Countries that wish to remain members may need to contribute $1 billion in cash funds. According to this document, members will serve a term of not more than 3 years unless it's renewed by the chairman, and the countries that contribute more than $1 billion within the first year of the Charter's implementation will be exempt from the 3-year limit. Now, the proposal, of course, has raised doubts and concerns and questions about the role of financial influence in international peacekeeping initiatives and how it could impact the composition of the new body. Viewers, let's also tell you that as the plan to end the Gaza conflict enters its second phase, the White House had released the names of the members who will be part of the senior executive board that will be working with Trump's new Board of Peace. Yossi Kapurwasser is now ready to join us in the discussion. Mr. Kapurwasser, thank you very much for joining us. Firstly, take us through whether these claims are really legitimate, if Trump's really asking for $1 billion for each member country to join the board, if there are terms to this. How true are these reports?
Well, some of the would-be members of this board are extremely rich, and Trump didn't hide his intention to build on their capabilities in order to finance the rebuilding of Gaza and turning it into a prosperous area. And I believe it means mainly the Gulf states, and this is the core of the expectations of financing for the new Gaza. And I don't mean, for example, he approached also Jordan. I don't believe Jordan is supposed to pay $1 billion for its participation of that. But Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates and Qatar, of course, are expected to give maybe even more than $1 billion.
Okay, sure. What does that then talk about the financial influence that some of these people coming from the richer nations, mightier nation, have on international peacekeeping boards like these?
Well, I think that for President Trump, this is going to focus on Gaza, but it's a model for dealing with other problems as well. And if this is going to materialize, then of course these donors are going to ask for some impact on what's going to happen on the ground. That's why Israel is so worried about the possibility that Qatar is going to be involved, because we know that from the past, the involvement of Qatar led to the strengthening of Hamas to the point that it was able to carry out the 7th of October attack. We want to make sure that the money coming in will be spent only on economic issues and not used in order to rebuild the capabilities of Hamas militarily. That's clear. And other places, Trump may believe that this is going to be a nice way to raise funds for good purposes and promoting peace in places like Ukraine and elsewhere.
All right, sure. And how do you react to the allegations that there's no woman, no Palestinian in the board, and also the fact that Israel has also spoken out against, more Americans in the board?
No, and we're not supposed to be any Palestinians in this board. In the Board of Peace, no Palestinians. There is the
other
technocratic
executive
government.
board to govern Gaza.
These boards, they were not supposed to be Palestinians. These are international boards that were not supposed to include Palestinians. If we start putting Palestinians, this is going to cause a lot of trouble because Palestinians cannot agree within themselves about who represents them. So we'll keep the Palestinians, let's keep the Palestinians out of it and let the Palestinians run the daily life of Gaza. This is what the technocratic government is supposed to do, and it was formed simultaneously. Their business is to run the daily life of Gaza, make sure that the people of Gaza enjoy better life.
All right, sure. Mr. Kapawasa, thank you for your comments. I request you to stay on as we move. Viewers, U.S. envoy Tom Barrack has visited Erbil in northern Iraq to meet with both Syrian Democratic Forces Commander General Mazloum Abdi and Iraqi Kurdish leader Masoud Barzani, aiming to mediate an end to the conflict